Hey guys, welcome back to another episode here on the BeDistinct channel. This is pretty much an update because obviously I cannot drive my car. I will show you guys the damage and what happened within this video. I promise I won't make it long since it's an update video. There's not much going to be going on, but I do want to update you guys. I know you guys wanted an update video, so here it is before I do the 0 to 60 video and repair this vehicle. So in this video we're going to be talking about the G35, what happened to it, the damage, and then we're going to move on to the Miata. I do want to talk to you guys about the Miata because some of you guys are actually interested in it. And I was kind of losing interest, not even gonna lie to you guys, but I do want to talk to you a little bit about that car, what kind of brings me down, what should I do to it, and things like that. But for now, let's talk about the G35. Driving my car, right? And so I obviously put a filter in it. Before, it only used to have a turbo guard like this, but this can be a little sketchy because rocks can still go through this, and the rocks can mess up your motor, it can mess up the engine, especially as more rocks keep going in. I got paranoid, my brain started getting all woozy, and so I put a damn filter on it. Let me open the hood for you guys. You guys can see I went ahead and put a filter on the approach on the freaking blower so that nothing gets in, and this gives me a peace of mind, you know, even though it does block restriction. I mean, it's there. But now I'm thinking, there's other people that have put Vortex in their G35 with the filter and they're getting 10 psi, 11 psi. How come like mine's not doing that, right? I was like around 9.2-ish psi with the turbo guard. Obviously with the filter it's gonna drop because, you know, more air restriction. So it dropped to about like 8.5, 8.4, all around there. So that's power I'm losing, right? But then I remembered when I got to the dyno, right? We tuned the car, it tuned 340, very disappointing. Then we moved up to 360. Once we got a 360, it went up to 380 and then 420. And the only difference between all those different runs that got higher and higher numbers was strictly the tightening of the belt. So between all those runs, all he did was tighten in the tensioner pulley to tighten this bad boy up, and that's how we were getting more higher numbers, because this was a little loose, I guess, so it was gripping more as we tightened it, and which would spin the blower faster and faster, right, resulting in more psi, resulting in more power. So I was like, okay, this belt is too loose. So I went on Vortech and I bought this belt right here, this picture, and that belt was to be according with the smaller pulley. We did put the smallest pulley of the Vortech that it provides on this kit, so we do require a smaller belt. So I went ahead and bought it, right? And so when I bought it, this came in right here. This is the belt. This is the belt that came in. So I, you know, loosened the tensioner pulley, switched out the belts, put this one on. It was a struggle, but we managed to put this on, and while I'm down there, I'm just like, yo, this belt is not fitting, bro. And of course it's not gonna fit. This is the one that it originally had on, the dynoed one. This is how the Gates belt goes. This is the actual length, the last 3 digits. So this one's 92.6 inches. And this is the one they sent me for the smaller pulley for Vortech. You guys can see the last 3 digits, 780. So it's a 78.0 inches, bro. They decreased it by 15, 16 inches only for a smaller pulley by like 0.25 inches, bro. It was not going to fit, bro. So I'm like, why the hell they send me this? So honestly, I got lazy. I don't even want to send this back, whatever. So if you guys need this size, let me know. But I mean, I have no use for this. And the only reason I wanted a smaller belt is because when we went to the dyno, he tightened that bolt all the way and it was still kind of loose. So I'm like, we gotta get a smaller belt so we can use the tensioner pulley less, and we can tighten that sucker up, right? Makes sense, right? So I went to O'Reilly's and I got a 91.6, I think it was a 91.6. It was too small. I bumped it one more and I got a 92.1 or something like that. Still didn't fit. So I was like, man, I tried the only 2 sizes smaller than this and they didn't fit. So I put this same original belt back on. And so when I put it back on, I don't know what happened, but I could tighten the tensioner pulley more than I did before. I don't know exactly what happened, if the bolt was crooked. I don't see how it could possibly be crooked, but I could tighten it a lot more this time. I'm not sure what I did wrong or what I did before, but now the belt is tight. Not too tight, but it is way tighter than how it was before. It is really good now, okay? I'm really satisfied how it's tightened up, and we actually ran the car and it actually touched 10 psi. Like, it read 10 psi on the freaking boost gauge. So we are actually running more boost now than before without the filter. So that's really good news. So now we might even be actually above 420. We might be 430. I don't know. But here's the problem problem, guys. Here was the problem. I took off this guide pulley here that guides this belt behind the Pro Charger, that spins the Pro Charger. And so I took off this belt, and I don't know exactly what happened. This is supposed to guide this belt so it doesn't slip out of these gears. And I don't know what happened, but I pretty much just started the car and it slipped off and it pretty much got chewed up. That's essentially what happened. It didn't snap. It just ripped on the sides. Obviously, I'm gonna need a new one because this is gonna keep ripping. I went ahead and put the belt back on, adjusted this guide pulley. I started the car back up, and now it seems to be working. Now the guide seems to be guiding the belts, and I drove it back, and it seems fine. But this keeps ripping more and more as you drive it, so I'm not gonna drive it no more until I get my new belt. But I'm not sure exactly what happened if I didn't put the belt right on the guide so it can stay in between. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but something happened. The belt slipped out and it got chewed up. And so I don't want to drive the car no more till I get a new belt, which comes Wednesday. Then I can go ahead and keep driving the car. But that's what happened with the G35. It's not that I was driving it hard and it slipped or none of that driving issues. It's just some issue that happened here. I'm not exactly sure what happened. But the car's running fine, it's running good, and I just can't wait to put that belt back on so I could drive it, man. 10 PSI, bro, feels insane, and we're actually having cooler weather right now, so it's really, really good for us. So here's my little Miata, man. It needs some love. I haven't washed this car since I got it, man. It really, really needs some love. It's got a full LED now. Now it's got full LEDs, which I really love. But I mean, I'm pretty sure this just needs some love, bro. Like, even if we were just to wrap it and put it in a new color, even with all the dings, it would look so much better. But obviously, we're gonna fix that. We're gonna go ahead and wash it, sand it, make sure it's smooth, buy a wide body kit for the Miata, hopefully, and hopefully this thing can start getting some shape. But what I really just dislike about it right now is just, I think it's just the difference in cars. The G35, you guys know I've been putting so much time, effort, money into this car. 3 years in the making. It looks so beautiful. I love it. It's fast now. It feels wonderful. It's got AC. It's just like a dream car to me, right? And then now that we're starting all over, I mean, no AC, gotta fix that. It creaks everywhere. It feels like a shit box. I don't mean to offend you, Miata, but it just feels bad. I mean, just the paint looks horrible. It feels like just everything is not going right with this car. It's not that it's not going right, it's just not where it's at, right? But you guys know, with everything takes time, patience. It's just, at the moment, that's just how I feel. Obviously, it might change in the future when I start adding some parts to it, but this is what I have planned for it. Obviously, it's all full LED, so I don't even gotta worry about lighting no more. But one thing I really do want to do is obviously wash it. And I do want to get a wide body kit for it, okay? I want to wide body my G35, but honestly, I like the way it looks. I don't like any of the wide bodies that exist in the market right now. Plus, this is naturally wide bodied a little bit, not super wide bodied, but they actually pulled the fender, so this is wider than stock. So I really love the way this looks right here. I just need some fenders. I'm gonna be ordering that very, very soon. For the Miata, I do like the wide body look, so I do want to get a wide body for the Miata, get some nicer wheels. But as of right now, very current, what I really, really want to fix is the squeak, man. Just the squeaking makes the car feel and sound so tacky, man. Take it over to my mechanic, not to have him do anything, but just so we can go ahead together, inspect the car, see what kind of bushings makes that squeaking noise. It's from the back. But yeah, guys, that was the update video. I'll catch you guys. The belt will be installed Wednesday. I'll record that for you guys, and then hopefully it doesn't slip out again, and hopefully it stays in the gears, and then I can go ahead and film that 0 to 60 video for you guys and continue on with the normal footage of the G35. I kind of miss this car already, man. It's so fun to drive. But I'll catch you guys next video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this update. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys next video. Don't forget to comment about the Miata. What kind of things should I do to it as well? Catch you guys later. Peace out. Hasta luego.